At Discount Power, we believe in the power of value. We want to help you spend more time and money on what matters to you, because that's what matters to us. Discount Power, helping you save on electricity. Visit discountpowertx.com and sign up today. PUCT number 10177.
Oh, am I in a mood right now? Oh, my God. I was just minding my own business, and my pal, Brother Wease, he called me and he said, "Brah, your boy's in the paper." I said, "What paper?" He says, "The New York Post." I said, "That's a garbage paper." He goes, "Brah, you got to read the article. It's in page 6. So I read the article, and I'm out of my mind. And Brother Wease wants me on his radio show in a few minutes to discuss this. So I figured, as a reference, I would read the article really, really fast before I go on the radio with Wease here. The headline: girlfriend of late comedian Vic Henley says she should get his New York City pad. The longtime girlfriend of late New York City comedian Vic Henley claims that she should inherit his Manhattan apartment, not his family, new court papers show. The Opie and Anthony regular, who died unexpectedly of a pulmonary embolism at age 57 in April 2020, had been dating and living with his ex-girlfriend since 2012, according to her Manhattan Supreme Court lawsuit from Tuesday. The comic didn't leave a will behind, but told her that he wanted her to have his Upper East Side apartment if anything ever happened to him, the court papers claim. During their relationship, Henley frequently and repeatedly advised her that it was his intention to bequest his home to her in the event that he predeceased her, the court documents claim. The pair, who were planning to tie the knot in the future, get the F out of here, had been living together from the start of their relationship in both her Cleveland, Ohio home and his East 90th Street pad in an arrangement Henley jokingly called mid-coastal, according to the court papers. Henley even referred to her as his wife. No, he didn't. And called his place our home, the filing says, adding that her children would often visit the apartment and that she redecorated the place and filled it with furniture. Oh my God, it was a bachelor pad. There wasn't a hint of a woman decorating that place. And I don't remember that. All right, I'm saying too much. I'll discuss this with Wease. And you know what? Then I got to get Judge Jones on the phone to really discuss this. She also negotiated the utility bills, and they shared accounts and passwords to things like Netflix and Amazon Prime, the papers claim. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But now the administrators of Henley's estate and his mom, Gloria, good old 87-year-old Gloria, Vic Henley's mom, are trying to sell the place despite her claiming that the property is hers. Since Henley didn't leave a will, Gloria, his next of kin, is set to inherit his estate under New York state law, the filing explains. Henley, who was originally from Alabama, made a name for himself in New York comedy clubs and regularly appeared on the Opie and Anthony radio show. Gloria, Vic Henley's mom, could not be reached for comment, and Vic Henley's ex-girlfriend's lawyer, Gerard Parisi, declined to comment. So that's the article. That's my phone. It's ringing. I'm going on with Brother Wease right now to discuss this horse shit. Ow, I just banged my head.
3, 2, 1.
Opie One Kenobi, is that you, bro?
Hey, Weezy, what's going on, buddy?
I want to tell people that Opie was had to get up at the middle of the night for a million years with a top-rated morning show for all over the country. Opie was on Letterman show and many other things. But did you read the article?
I sure did. It's a money grab, Wease. I heard your opinion. I heard your opinion on it, but set it up and we could go.
Yeah,
through
let me
this.
set up. So what happened is Opie was very close friends with this Vic Henley comedian, and Vic died last year at 57 years old of a heart situation, and now all this short time later, the big story in yesterday's New York Post about the fact that Vic's girlfriend wants the apartment that she thought was going to be hers. And, she, according to the article, and Opie will know the truth, but according to the article, she basically lived there for 8 years. Is that right, Ope?
Well, first of all, I do want to say that this is not even any of my business, but I feel like I have to speak up for Vic because he's not here. Lovely girl. They dated for, 8-9 years for sure, but it was a long distance relationship. She lives in Ohio with 4 kids. There were so many surprises in that article because she might have came down, maybe 10, 12 times a year for long weekends. And then Vic would do the opposite and go up to Cleveland, area, let's just say, a handful of times a year as well. It was more of that type of relationship. Vic Henley was married twice. He told me 1,000,000 times that he was never going to get married again. So I was surprised that she was trying to say that they were going to get married soon. And then in the article, she said that he referred to her as his wife. None of that is true. And then his apartment, it's just an average Upper East Side apartment. It's nice, but you would never think that a woman decorated anything in that place.
It says she did that too.
Pad. Huh?
I have to break in and just say this is so interesting to me because I have the article in my hand, and I don't know about anybody else, but I read this article, and as I told Opie last night, from the article, I'm going, this girl deserves. I pictured her living there for 8 years. She mentioned the kids sometimes came and stayed there, that she decorated the joint. Then we hear the truth, completely the opposite of what this article is.
I'm holding out hope that stupid paper, which I think is garbage to begin with, is just maybe exaggerating the truth or something for a good story. Because I can't imagine this is the same woman. She's lovely. I hung out with her a few times. She was very, very nice. Vic definitely cared about her, but she wasn't going to move to New York with her 4 kids ever. She wasn't there a lot. It was a long distance relationship. Wow. Most people would have sworn that Vic Henley was single because more times than not in New York City, he was by himself. And here's the best part of the whole thing, which drives me and Judge Jones nuts. He's a fellow comedian that I met through Vic Henley and was Vic Henley's neighbor, by the way. They were broken up at the end of Vic Henley's life.
What?
Oh.
They were broken up. And
my God.
And Vic was distraught about it. Like, he was really bummed. He would say, man, buddy, she's not calling me back anymore. I've called her 1,000,000 times, and, she's not calling me anymore. I'm trying to give her a space. And he was really, really frustrated by that. She gave no explanation at the time, why she wasn't really communicating with him anymore. And this was I want to put a time frame on it. This was around maybe January, and Vic died like early April.
Yep.
And it got so bad, and he didn't know what the hell to do, that he called up Judge Jones. He's like, can you drive a box to the UPS store for me? And Judge's like, sure. Shows up at Vic's. They were neighbors. And Vic Henley has this giant box with all her stuff that was in the apartment, whatever she did have, and he mailed it back to her.
Oh, and she's got, at this article, these people at the New York Post should be ashamed. They don't look into
don't
stuff.
Get me started with that stupid Post. Trust me, I got my own issues with them.
I know you do, bro. And
I'm
it's
proud
funny. I read it every day, and it is such a It's funny that I could do so many talks about what I read in there. But
Right.
my favorite was I have to do this quick because I don't want to fight with the people or nothing. But I was just reading one of the columnists about the New York Times being agenda driven and how hypocritical it is. And I'm reading it in a paper, an Opie that is so agenda driven. It's on the whole paper is a right wing paper, and they're going, what's going on over there? It's
Right.
It's and they have half naked broads in every day.
Yeah.
And
just, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
What I want to do, Ope, because we don't have much time. Do you mind if I just want to tell people, because you don't, about the big show in Philadelphia? Do you mind talking about it?
The big what?
The comedy show that Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, right on.
This is what I want to ask you.
Sure.
We all was there really? How many people were there?
I mean, my memory. It was an outdoor venue, so at least 10 to 12,000 people. At least.
Johnny, 10 to 12,000 people for a comedy show that these guys put on. This is numbers that nobody could do.
It's got to be a record crowd.
Yeah, I would think it might. You ever think of that, Hope? That could be a outdoor comedy record crowd.
Well, they said at the time that we had the biggest crowds for comedy shows, but there are a lot of these guys have surpassed us by now. But yeah, it was unbelievable. 10, 12,000. I think one of them in Jersey, we might have pushed close to 15,000, and it was a lot of comedians that are really famous now too, man. Oh my God, including Bill Burr.
Well, Bill Burr is the big. Can you tell the quick story about the Bill Burr situation?
Sure. So Bill Burr, the O&A audience still didn't really embrace him at this point. I mean, he was on his way. Don't get me wrong. Bill Burr is incredibly talented, and sometimes I wish that he did our show full time. He did it a lot. So he's on the bill in Philly, and these animals, these savages, they're good comedy fans, but they just wanted to see the guys that they knew from the Opie and Anthony show, and Bill was sort of almost had his foot in the door. And we made the mistake of having comedians. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Let me just mention, because two of our good friends have a lot to do with it. Because Jimmy Schubert, who's one of my best buddies, he was first. And you could correct me if I'm wrong, and he's from Philly, and his parents were in the front row. His father's a retired cop. And then my great friend Dom Herrera, and they got crucified. Go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I love Schubert, but he could probably laugh it off that he didn't bomb because of his material, but he bombed because our audience didn't want to see it, because he really didn't do our radio show, a lot. So he technically bombed in his hometown in front of his family, and that made me laugh so hard.
Terrible.
And then Dom Herrera, same thing. I mean, there's no reason why Dom or Schubert should have bombed whatsoever. I understand that. And Bill Burr was in the wings he was pacing. I was right there. He was like, they ain't doing that. Ooh, I almost cursed. They ain't doing that crap to me. They ain't doing that crap to me. And he was all fired up. And then he went out there, and they started booing him because now it became the thing to just distract all the comics. And Bill settled in and just turned the whole crowd around and beat the crap out of Philly and all their institutions. And by the end of it, he got a standing ovation, and the rest is history as far as Bill Burr and the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah.
Well, it's history everywhere. The way I heard it, and you would know better, that when many shows that Bill Burr did after that, people wanted to see him do that again, but he couldn't do.
Well, that was the funny thing. I think the next stop, if my memory serves me, was Cleveland, and that crowd was all excited because by that point we played all the stuff on the radio, and they were ready for Bill Burr. And they wanted to see the same thing, like it was his stairway to heaven, like it was his piece. And and sadly, it's not really talked about, but I remember they tried to do the same thing, and it just fell apart, and Bill got his set done, but it just simply wasn't the same. You can't reenact what happened in Philly a mere week later like that.
No, you can't reenact it anyway. Plus, Bill maybe didn't have a good set on Cleveland like he did on Philly.
No, he didn't have a shot at it because they didn't want to hear comedy. They wanted to do the whole boo thing and then have him turn around and then beat up Cleveland. And that you can't do that. But the Vic Henley thing, yeah, it drives me and Judd Jones nuts because she's a really nice person, and Vic really did care about her kids and all that. But there's so many exaggerations in that story, man. It's unbelievable. I remember after Vic died, she was trying to even get into the apartment, and she didn't have a key or anything. There was whatever.
And she ghosted him, right?
100%. Vic was technically kind of seeing somebody else at the end of his life to really add to the story. Yes.
I love you, but the kid that produces this Del Budashevsky kid has got the big sign he holds up for time.
Oh, that's right.
Love you, bro. We'll get together.
Really fast about condos because
Yeah.
I pay $5,300 a month maintenance fee.
What?
That includes water and stupid electric, and that is it. Just so they could open up a front door for you.
Wow.
Hey, but you know what?
You could own a building in Rochester for that.
And don't count that, and the $700 for parking in the building that you supposedly own.
Oh my God!
Opie, does Kathleen Turner still live there?
No, she bailed. She
bailed out. She found out you live downstairs, and she's going, "I'm out of here." I'll see you later, bro. I gotta go for a deal. I love my Opie. Boo, 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 boo.
Opie Radio.
Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
What's up, Vic? See? Well, I'm hanging out with celebrities.
Oh, you're a stagehand. You're like future Paul.
No, I'll hit him. I will hit somebody.
You don't like Paul, do you?
I will hit somebody for the first time in the third grade.
David Brenner just died.
Yeah, we know David Brenner.
I don't care. Fuck him.
Right.
Yeah.
Good answer. You didn't think he was funny?
That's his act. We just did his act. Big girl.
People are saying Vic sounds tipsy.
Oh, I'm hammered. Are you kidding me? Kevin Brennan really believed that he was working at a car wash.
I love Kevin Brennan.
Right. So he's like, hey, Opie's working at a car wash. I'm like, no, he's not.
No, he's not. I couldn't believe they were taking all that shit so seriously.
Well, you're not a good person.
We were literally...
You're not a good person. You're not a good person. You've never been a good person. I can call 11 people right now on my phone.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
He got you.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Because every now and then I go, I'm sorry if that was too mean. He's like, nothing's too mean. He's the first person to tell you. Point guard extraordinaire.
Yeah, he is the best.
No, he would actually, if
nobody runs a show.
I ever had it down where we're not filming somebody in the bathroom.
He's an assassin tonight.
He's like,
He's got the Gatling gun.
No, he's still fucking. That's Outlaw Josie Wales. Outlaw Josie Wales. Outlaw Josie Wales. Totally. And I was taking biology in high school, and the teacher comes up to me and goes,
"What's biology in high school in Alabama? Is it just
it means don't fuck your sister." Celine Dion,
Celine
bad
Dion
guy.
is
What about Alanis
She's
Morissette?
a pile of shit. She's a pile of shit.
Celine
She
Dion's a
smothered
pile of
with
shit?
fucking pillow.
She
No.
sang the best song in the
She's
Titanic. The
fucking
Titanic is the
awful.
best movie ever.
She's the worst. She may be the worst candidate ever.
Why? Gave her husband cancer. You know that, right?
Because there's no lyricism, there's no writing, there's no, and I don't even, and I'll give her the voice, but I'll put the fucking. Well, then we get the voice on the voice. We don't fucking need that.
And I'm going to pass the savings on to you guys because you were with me at the.
I don't believe you one bit, but okay.
Or at least the steak dinner at Peter
I'm
Luger.
just trying to make Carl laugh.
Steak dinner at Peter Luger. And I got fired over it.
Whatever.
So they're like,
well, you're an asshole, so everybody knows
we
that.
really want.
If you're leaving the door open, I'm taking it. If you're leaving the door open, I'm taking it. I'm not giving up.
Angry
If
Vic
that's not
is
angry.
in full effect.
If you're leaving the.
I love you.
In the meantime, Carl's coming to my house for dinner tomorrow night.
What is that about?
And you're not invited.
Angry Vic? What are you talking? You just made that up.
Of course. I'm not even home tomorrow.
You don't want to come home late and be totally disorganized.
Carl's calling Marie for me right now.
What the fuck are you talking about?
At least he's off me.
You pet the tiger. You pet the tiger with Down syndrome.
Now.
I missed you, man. I really did.
Hey, fuck, I wish I could say the same about you two.
Where's Canada?
It's worse. Ah! There you go, loser. Aren't you?
Henley will talk
Say
to a
it.
wall.
How mad are you at me right now?
What do you do for a living?
He'll talk to this beer bottle.
You're right about that.
Oh, sorry. I kind of miss
I'll give you.
I'm going to give you the.
No, I'm not bad. I'm not a bad person.
I don't know. We don't know sometimes.
Then fuck both of you.